let the games begin.
I don't want to say hardware doesn't matter. The more powerful the console, the more you can create. Hardware, specifically powerful hardware, obviously matters. But no matter how powerful it is, no matter how much raw processing power it has, it's only a tool. And in virtually every form of art, the importance of the instrument is far less than that of the artist wielding it. Games like this prove it. You see, despite being the least powerful console of its generation, the Nintendo Wii has some of the most beautiful games of its generation. Its relative lack of power forced its developers to think creatively about ways to make beautiful games. Some were clever with development, like Nintendo was with Mario Galaxy. Some went old school, like Vanillaware did with Muramasa. Platinum Games went stylish and gory and deranged, and in the process, the team created a Wii game that rivals any other in terms of pure visual splendor. MadWorld is totally f***ed up, but it's the most beautiful descent into madness you can imagine. MadWorld provided a very violent counterpoint to the other high-profile Wii games released in 2009. In fact, it was as violent a video game as you'd find on any system, and as you might expect, it wasn't exactly welcomed with open arms. MadWorld was widely criticized by media advocacy groups, banned from some countries, and was viewed as a telling sign of what a soulless medium video games had become. But it's a shame people let the violence overshadow the game's beauty. MadWorld's argument is not for the crassness, but for the potential artistry of video games. You play as Jack, a man with a mysterious background and a chainsaw built into his arm. The game takes him to Varigan City, a burned-out burg cut off from the outside by a group of terrorists. And oddly enough, it's also become the setting for a sadistic game show called Death Watch, the objective of which is to do this. And this. And this. Basically, you're out to kill as many people as you possibly can on the streets of this dilapidated city. The more creative you are with your exterminations, the more points you earn, so don't just cut people in half with your chainsaw, bash them with a tire, shove a signpost through their face, and then throw them into a wall of spikes. The gameplay is a spectacular take on a tired genre, revitalizing the 3D beat-em-up with some really clever gameplay mechanics. But what really stole the show for me is the game's stunning look. Inspired by neo-noir films and media, most notably Frank Miller's Sin City, MadWorld runs entirely in black and white, with the only respite coming in the form of blood, as thick as paint and red as cherries.
Smells like bacon and burnt hair.
The contrast is just amazing, and it actually does more than just look good. It also highlights the over-the-top nature of the violence. Jack isn't just killing these guys, he's ripping them into pieces, and it actually makes the gameplay more enjoyable too. Your final blows are often executed with gestures, much like No More Heroes, and they're immensely satisfying to pull off. Not only do they feel really good, but they spray this colorless world with a quick and refreshing burst of crimson. Now, MadWorld isn't without its flaws. For all its artistic triumphs, the camera through which you see them is a little clunky at times, but there's also some tedium inherent within any beat-em-up. But ultimately, MadWorld is more than just another beat-em-up. It's an artistic achievement, it's a veritable clinic on smart Wii development, and despite all the usual outrage, it's exactly the kind of game its industry should be proud of.
Jack shows left, but goes right. There's something about the sound of a grown man screaming in terror that just makes me happy. It's the little things in life.